Uber for armed guards rushes to market following the assassination of United Healthcare CEO. We're a little bit late for this. This is like a week ago, 10 days ago. Uber for armed guards is crazy. Are you scared to walk down the streets of NYC and also have too much money? There's an app for that. Like they're trying to stop. This guy's going to come in here and stop you from... I appreciate this is the help I've stolen. Help I've fallen and I can't get up, but it's help I've stolen from the American people and left them to die, but I can't. I don't want to walk around in a class 5 interceptor vest all day. So this guy's going to come out in the white void and he's going to take out Luigi, which I don't even think would have happened. But Protector, an app that lets you book armed goons the same way you call for Uber, is having a viral moment. The app started doing rounds on social media after consultant Nikita Beer posted about it on X. That's a suspicious fucking name. Here's a peek of how it works. Who are you? I make apps that grow really fast. Ex-founder Gas App Team. Oh, I remember that. That didn't work. Acquired by Discord. Ex-founder the TBH app. See Who Likes You. Acquired by Facebook 2017. So yeah, this guy is from the past. The deep past. and is trying to solve a modern problems require 10 years ago technological solutions. Every booking comes with a motorcade, and users get to select the number of Escalades that'll be joining them, as well as the uniforms their hired goons will wear. This reminds me of fucking Dan Saltman, actually. Destiny's like little psycho friend that's trying to kill Twitch, right? He makes websites like randomly. He's like a website guy, a .com guy. He's the 10 years even further back of this dude. And it's just funny that they kind of like never fall off their thing. You know, it's like when like you see Bob Dylan try to do a rap song, but it's clearly still just a folk song. It's the same vibe. Protector is currently number 7 in travel on Apple's App Store. What a weird thing to say. Do people even download apps? I remember when we used to get them, but now it's just done. It's not available for people who use Android devices. Sorry, Google phone fans. If you want your own armed goons, you have to resort to more traditional methods of goon employment, like hiring random Pinkerton thugs in Coeur d'Alene. The marketing for Protector, which lives on its X account, is surreal. A series of robust... Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. This is written by Matthew Galt. I'm very sorry, Matthew. This is written by Matthew Galt, published on the 18th for Gizmodo. A series of robust and barrel-chested men in ill-fitting black suits deliver their credentials to the camera while sitting in front of a black background. They're all operators. They describe careers in SWAT teams and being deployed to war zones. They show vanity shots of themselves kitted out in operator gear. All of them have a red label lapel pin bearing the symbol of Protector. God damn, I love it. I got friends that have the black box. Like, I got buddies that stayed in and did mercenary work. I've told you guys this, right? Like, I know guys who have done wet work, right? Like a lmao fucks going and fighting overseas and shit, like well after. And it was just like for like 5 years after we got out. Now they're all too old. All the ones that are they're too fucking old to do that shit. They're all fucking broken like I am. And some of them stayed in and went like recon and stuff. So it's like, it's weird to see because like if you see it in like a movie or something, like, oh look, that guy's got the black box sensor bar in front of his eyes. He could be anybody. But then when you know the person, you're like, that's just him. I'm not out of respect. The true doxing. Don't dox him because secret missions. And then you see the guy and you're like, oh, hey, there you go. Check that out. Look, it's you. You fucking dinky fuck. Look, your goofy ass, you're smiling. You goofy ass fucking teeth are there. You never got fixed. So much for the Marine Corps is going to get me braces, you crooked teeth fuck. Operators. I hate that word. I hate operators. I hate operating. I hate what's his name. Everyone knows who I'm talking about. The SEAL that's not fucking... The SEAL that's not American Sniper. Richard something. Who wrote all the books where he's Superman, fucking doing Halo missions and killing a new fucking nuclear scientist every other week. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you don't know. But it's the guy who's like the actual dude who writes the books that like Ben Shapiro thinks he's writing, right? The guy's like, it's Reacher, but it's a semi-fictitious autobiography. That fucking dickhead. Someone will say it. But like the whole operator thing is so fucking cringe at this point. I've met CIA people. Like this isn't like, it's not cool. Let me just put that in perspective. It's not cool if you've just been in, if you were in the military long enough and you were anywhere near somebody over the rank of like 06, you've met spooks and CIA people. I've talked to FBI interrogators who like, you know, deal with high level people because you have to go sit with them while you check them into stuff. Like it's just, they're not cool. They're boring as fuck. I met CIA people who are walking around in fucking like, what do you call them? They got trauma plate vests on and fucking, they're in their nicest little fucking polo shirt and wearing their stupid fucking brown hat and they're all clean shaven and stuff. And blah, blah, blah. Like, how you doing there, Lance Corporal? Can I, you know, when somebody uses your rank, like they know what it means in the military, but they're not military. You're like, oh, fuck. What are you? Why do you know that? Why do you know what this stupid thing means? How you doing there, Lance Corporal? I'm trying to find my way to the blah 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 office. Like, okay, stay here. Obviously, is this like some sort of test? I'm not letting you pass the box. Stay here. Dickhead on station, right? COC, there's a dickhead here. Then they go in and they're all like, they got all that. And then they have the nicest little fucking pistol, you know, brand new everything. They got a silencer and an M4 and the cleanest kit you've ever seen in your fucking life. Like, there's just fucking CIA's here, I guess. And they talk to someone like, yeah, I'm an interrogator. Like, are you interrogating me right now? And they're like, I'm always interrogating people. That's kind of cool, though. That was a lady, by the way. FBI interrogator was a cool lady with a gun and a flak jacket. You can, too. DEI. I wonder if she got fucking canned. She's probably in charge of everything now. It's been like 15 years. Or she's gone. Or she's dead. And then, like, sometimes you're flying over because everybody's got to use the same airports for stupid shit. And you're like, okay, well, we're here. Hey, what do you do? Guy with a fucking beard down to his tits and like the most overly complicated fucking kit I've ever seen in my life in a whole box of your own ammunition for some reason. On the flight, we're not allowed to take it on. In the military airport in our stupid little seats. Me actually reading my first 40K book and this guy comes in, sits down, beard, thick glasses, giant fucking gun between his fucking legs. You get the full barrel rifle. It's all I get. I don't know. It's got a fucking CD player level of shit attached to it. Like, look at this fucking guy. Hey, what, you want a secret mission, homie? Where are you going? Yeah, hey, you look like all of the Iraqis. You're gonna blend in. You're only fucking 5 inches taller than all of them and clearly sunburned like a fucking lizard and not tan. Fucking dickheads. They're just around. It's not like cool. They're just there. It's the job. You know what I mean? It's like, I wasn't that cool, but it's like being a fucking, you know, some sort of like back of the house dude at a sports stadium. Like, dude, have you seen the fucking big sports player of the year? Like, yeah, man, I go to his locker room and change the paper towels. I see him every fucking day when sessions, like, he's always there. He's some dickhead. He's very tall. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. So, like, you see all of these fucking people, and it's not cool. But, like, then you get back, and like, yeah, I was an operator. Yeah, I went out there, I did it. But, it like, if you know what the jobs are like, it's just like saying, like, yeah, I worked at a Michelin star restaurant. I was under a lot of pressure. I do know how to make foie gras. You know, I'm a fucking loser, man. You guys sound like such dicks. And you can really fucking, you can tell when the people are trying to oversell. Most of these like fucking SEALs and shit that end up on the Joe Rogan podcast don't sound like the guys I met like in real life, because the guys I met in real life were at work. If you're 40 years old, which all these operator types, you know, tier 1 operator, it's not like you don't do that shit right out of like school, right? I don't know. Maybe you do if it's a novel. But they're all older. Like, they were way older than me. I was like 20, 22 by the time I got out. 21 by the time I got out of the military. And, like, these dudes are in their 30s, 40s. The CIA guys I met are, like, clearly like a dad, right? Like, you're clearly someone's dad that has a gun. Got nerd that can shoot good type energy. And all those dudes, they look tired. They're just, like, walking around, doing shit, you know? And then you see that I'm an operator. I did some stuff. Well, it's like, bro, stop trying to sound fucking cool. You're just so it's so corny and it's so fucking cringe, dude. Just say it's lame, all right? What did you actually do? Did you go to the embassy and then you fucking you ran the motorcade? You were in the front limousine, all right? Is that what you did? You drove a guy's car. You're a tier 1 operator. You're a fucking taxi driver. This dickhead here at least knows how to fucking plug in some fucking USB to steal people's data and shit. He didn't program it. Someone else did. It works automatically, but like that guy's cool. He's a fucking nerd, dude. Have you talked to the interrogator lady yet? She's actually very scary. I have never talked to, so I was pumping that lady for information back, and she was like, I have never heard someone be like more pissed about torture than anyone in my life. She was like, that shit is fucking disgusting. It's a disgrace. People that waterboard anyone all knew that it was wrong, and anyone that's ever done it is a fucking piece of shit. I was like, what, really? Like, fuck. Are you supposed to say that? She's like, I tell everyone that. It makes my fucking job harder. I'm trying to find information. These people are just trying to torture people. I'm like, wow, that's cool. You should tell that to somebody that will like stop it or something. Like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Blow that whistle, boy. Vetfluencers, yeah, I guess. Oh, hey, Raccoon. I'd read a new SAS autobiography though. Those I've heard are pretty. There's some pretty good ones in there. I don't know which one it is though. Yeah, I killed my way through the Falklands with a knife, and maybe this book will give me a few quid 30 years after the fact. He's got the tick-rimmed glasses. Be scared. He's got the fucking winks. Let's see. Who is this for, you may ask? A video posted on January 6th, 2025 that runs over 2 minutes gave the game away. It opens with a photo of assassinated United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. We're going to run through a scenario to demonstrate where if a protector had been present, crisis could have been averted, the protector says in a video. He then runs through several fantasy versions of the assassination where a protector is on hand to prevent the assassin from killing the CEO. That's a bad sale. I'll tell you this right now. I don't even have to read these. It doesn't even fucking matter. If someone wants to clip you, you're done. You're done. If someone wants to clip you, that's it. Like if they for real want to do it and they're actually like, they got 5 whole ass brain cells to rub together instead of the average person's 2, you're probably cooked. Experience Marine Corps level paranoia with me. I think I've done this with people before here. Close your eyes and imagine you're downtown, right? In any city, even a small one. Now, in your mind, count as many windows as you can, right? On any of these buildings. And then when you start realizing that you can't see all of the windows at once, then you come to the realization that there is nothing you can actually do other than hope the person misses or prevent the desire to kill somebody in the first place, or make sure that no matter what happens, if you do kill someone, you die. That is what it is, right? Like I'm a Marine Corps expert shooter, right? 2 times expert, 1 time sharpshooter. Not that hard to do. You just have to not miss. It's fucking easy, bro. Just fucking point at the target and shoot it. Like, what are you doing? Just shoot the fucking target. That's it. Like, I can shoot targets at 500 meters. That's the qual range. Every Marine can. This isn't like a hard thing to do. You lay down, look through the sights with iron sights, pop, 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 pop. I've never missed in the prone. Like, it's impossible unless you fuck up your windage. Like, you got to fuck up dialing the sight in. It's the easiest thing to do. Like, the rifle wants to send the bullet there. Every single window, rooftop, sewer grate, car window, car trunk, alleyway, access route, fire escape, mailboxes. We don't have telephone booths anymore, but telephone booths back in the day. Every single possible place where someone can take the average amount of time that it takes to line up a sight, set, shoulder, and line up a sight, which is at best for a medium tier shooter, 200 meters, clean, 5 seconds, maybe, to like, that's pushing it. So at any second, if you stop focusing on everything and you don't have enough people to watch it all, 3 seconds tops, something fills that window, pop, and that's it, if they can hit. And it's not hard to hit those shots. And it's actually been easier. It's gotten easier since I qualified for my first rifle in 2005, and I wasn't even using ACOGs. With ACOGs, dude, I can hit, I'll shoot 200 meters fucking headshots. It's not hard if you practice. The thing is fucking 4.2 whatever zoom, and then you just it's the gun wants to shoot that well. That is how dangerous the world is with rifles in it. They're rifles. They're fucking really good at what they do. And the max distance on rifles, I mean, if you really push it all the way, 3,725, I think is like the current like shot record. That's insano time. I mean, it takes a little bit of math to get the fucking windage right, but anybody else, like, it's not hard. Marines, all the Marines you've ever seen, stupid as fuck, can do the windage calculations. That wind flag's going like this. That's 25 miles an hour minus the 5 miles an hour right here, minus 10 miles an hour right here, plus 5 miles. Okay, so windage right 7. Windage right 15. Pop, hit, pop, hit, pop, hit, pop, hit. That's what it's like. It's not like a fucking game where it's like, wow, yeah, dude, you gotta get this shot one try. Dude, it's work. Shooting at people, at targets, shooting in general, it's morons' work. It's for stupid people like me. Anyone can do it. It is as difficult as that lady from Raiders of the Lost Ark when she's stamping the books. Cha cha pung cha 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 pung cha. That is how they figured it out. Eugene Stoner had it pretty much down. You know, Kalashnikov had some ideas, and we're done. We're done with it. Rifles are that good. All rifles. That's not to say even just a guy with a pistol just walking up like, hey, cha cha cha. It's that easy. You can die at any second. You got to make sure that that's why the rules of society are important. That's why we don't break all of these social contracts. Because if you get to a point where people are like, I don't care if this guy lives or dies, the only thing keeping him alive is the very expansive efforts and ever increasing efforts of the people that hate him. The United States president is one of the most important people on earth at any given time. They almost killed Trump. People are like, I think it's like a setup and is this. Bro, I think that I just know how guns work. People make mistakes, a cacophony of mistakes or a little bit of good planning, especially because every shooter has home turf advantage. You don't. Shooters are usually 9 times out of 10 from where they are. They have all the time in the world. What are you doing? I am just drawing pictures of a water tower for no reason. Again and again and again and again. Sometimes I imagine I'm on top of the water tower and I draw what's up there. Oh, so you're making range cards? And then you're like, what's a range card? And I'm like, if you've never heard that term before, you don't know how scary the world is. It's a drawing that you use to kill people. That's what a range card is. You ever see? So we're the ancient sniper joke. We're going to draw a happy little tree right here. And right here, we're going to draw Fire Zone B. Fire Zone B is 1,725 meters. Fire Zone B is where my friend likes to peek out from behind his happy little tree. 6 days later. Okay, time to leave. That's what it is, man. There is no cool... There is no game, 2 tries, you would figure it out. It's just, okay, did you want to really, really kill somebody and you don't care about the repercussions? Bye. If you practice, they're gone. Done. That's it. That's why gun control is so important, because the guns want to do the job they were created for. It's like a hammer that doesn't hammer. No. The nail goes down every time. The bullet goes literally where it's supposed to. All you have to do is figure out how to fucking point it the right way, and then it's done. No fucking loading that shit. Match point, this and that. Fucking Eddie Redmayne ass fucking holding. No, it's none of that. It's just fucking time and pop. And that's it. 9 times out of 10 people aren't even running, so you don't have to care about it's a moving target. Like, bro, he's walking. That's a 1-notch lead. Like, get fucked, bro. You are not going to be able to find a security company that can do this, is really what I'm getting at. The president has an entire subsection of the United States government, the Secret Service, dedicated to keeping him from getting shot. And they've already failed one president completely. And then this one almost died. And then Reagan got fucking gut shot. So, like, if someone really wants to try to take you out, they can just do it. That's why the Beltway sniper was so fucking scary, because once you start going, like, if he wouldn't have kept going, they would have never found him. Dude, it's a scary fucking world. He founded Protector Security Solutions in October 2024 and started putting together 2 apps. Patrol is marketed the same way with the same people. Scared suburban neighbors pool their resources to hire private security for their neighborhood. Oh no. Add more money to unlock tiers, more cars, more drones, and more guards. This is going to give people the ability to bother normal human beings, and it's not going to provide any of what they want. 2 days after Thompson was gunned down on the streets of Manhattan, Sarath put out a press release that promised to rush Protector to market. My deepest condolences are with the family and friends of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, Sarath said in the release. We rely on law enforcement to keep us safe, but they cannot be everywhere at once. Protector is designed to support the goals of law enforcement and will provide an accessible way for people to protect themselves and their loved ones. Our trained and highly experienced team is ready to help provide enhanced security to all citizens as soon as we launch. He continued. We are here to help law enforcement, and ultimately we're here to help you. That shit is not happening. I'll just tell you that. Like, when I was in the Marines, snipers and bombs were the main go-to because they're perfect ways to attack people. It's the ideal. Any angle onto an important part of you that is unencumbered by some sort of obstruction that can stop something from hitting you is an attack vector. Bombs just get put places and forgotten about. You haven't even seen what insurgency can do. Like in Iraq, just to put it in sort of perspective, like, yeah, you had like big fucking South African 155 stacks and all that sort of shit. But a lot of times you had pretty sophisticated prefab setups. So, like, you go and replace a chunk of curb, which, when was the last time you paid attention to the curb on the side of the road? Me? Still to this day. Still scared of trash bags sitting in the middle of the road. I had to force myself after, like, 3 years after getting out to finally stop trying to change lanes when I go under an underpass, because people would drop bombs off the underpass, off the overpass top onto you. It's like a thing. They take out a chunk of curb in the middle of the night and then put a bomb there. Another one was heating asphalt, right? Or even just hitting a blast on asphalt and blowing a chunk out of it, and then you put the bomb back in the asphalt. Or you go and burn a tire there or something, and you melt the asphalt away, scrape it up, put a bomb down. I mean, in America, you could probably just have some psycho with his own fucking road patching and repair company come out and melt the asphalt or scrape it on his own and put that there. And then after that, the ignition systems can be radio, they can be wire controlled, they can be pressure controlled. It's a series of different things all over the place. But the point is to show, as much as effort as we put into it, I'm talking about United States Marines. I wore on a day-to-day basis, I can't remember what the actual weight was, but, you know, SAPI 5, I think it was, the thick ceramic SAPI plate, small armor penetrator insert, can stop a 7.62 by 54R Dragunov round, at least like I think 2 of them before the plate approaches failure point. A seriously heavy chunk of ceramic. My whole chest. That, 2 side SAPIs and a back SAPI that's even bigger than the front SAPI. That including Kevlar. Kevlar fucking goiter, or neck gaiter, Kevlar crotch protector. Nowadays, I think some of the guys even have like the shoulder and hip pieces to keep their hips safe. Kevlar helmet all the way down here. Nomex fire protection all the way up to my eyes, and then class 1 or 2, whatever they are, blast resistant goggles that can catch shrapnel and shit. That plus a fucking coterie of dudes who are wired to the T, literally at the top of their performance, ready to rock and roll at any moment. Scanning every rooftop with ACOGs. We have laser sights in the middle of the night, night vision goggles, air reconnaissance, vehicles. You might even be in a vehicle. And there's 12 of you, sometimes as much as 24 of you on these patrols. still take casualties from a guy with a rifle and nothing other than fucking home turf knowledge. Think of it that way. There is no stopping it. If someone wants to take you out, you have to hope they suck. That's it. C'est la vie, man. Like, if it happens, it happens. It's kind of like an asteroid. But like, if you're doing something to attract people's ire, and now we've had the first kid to go to the bathroom moment, and 2 prior assassination attempts on Donald Trump. The 2 Trump assassinations got foiled because the first kid was some sort of like Hills Have Eyes reject, and the second dude I think was just lost on his way to a White Lotus casting fucking call. But then Luigi showed up, and Luigi had a plan. Luigi had a purpose. He set himself up, and then it happened, allegedly. What murder? Oh, my Shayla. I get it. Joke. Done. Pink pump. Top. Done. That's what it is. That's all it is. It's finding opportunity and angle. Any sniper will tell you that's literally all that it takes. Opportunity, angle, access. You're done. There is no this. If you see people engaging in it, more than likely all they want to do is bully people that don't have a strap. I would see this kind of thing happening where you start seeing HOAs that have like little fucking Pinkerton patrols walking up and down. It's a company town with no company. There's other articles I had for this. You can read them in the thing where somebody fucking hired it from the New York Post, and they're like, people started following us because they thought I was a celebrity because I just started traveling around in a fucking motorcade of Escalades, which didn't realize that would attract a lot of eyes. Like, yeah, man, that's kind of the point. The best thing you can do is be nondescript. Don't draw attention to yourself, and don't try to rob the American people of their money and provide nothing in return, and then laugh about it and do a series of runs on the American economy, because people will eventually get mad and they'll try to kill you. And it's not hard to kill people. It's a stupid person's game. Any moron can. Serial killers get a lot of fucking clout in movies and shit. If you actually look them up in real life, half of them are fucking drug-addled losers with IQs of fucking like 80. Like the vast majority of serial killers that have existed, aside from some of the most notorious ones, are like basically like children-brained fucking morons. But the thing is a gun is a gun, is a gun is a gun, and a knife is a knife, and a weapon is a weapon. And if you don't have a weapon and someone else does and they know how to use it, and you're fucked. That's pretty much it. But yeah, this is why the Second Amendment should be scary to people in power and you as an average citizen. But like having CEOs have to experience the average day-to-day life of a fucking second grader in America is not a major concern for me. And I think that's going to be a thing. But like, yeah, there's nothing about these protection companies that are going to save any of these people at all. Maybe they should stop doing what they're doing to drive people fucking insane, I think would be the actual solution, because this is just going to waste a bunch of money and then still get you fucking cracked. And maybe the poor idiot that's walking around with you in a suit, because the one thing that a security guard can do is also just get shot, which is why when I was a security guard, I didn't do fucking anything. Like I would throw people out of bars when I was a bouncer, sure. But I had to have that conversation. I've said this before on the program. Someone asked me like, what would you do if there was like a shooter or someone broke in? I was like, I would leave. Like if someone tried to break in here, would you try to stop them? Like, no, I would leave. I'm gonna fucking die for this job. What if somebody tried to hurt us or beat us up or shoot us? I'm like, well, that's between you, them, and God, bro. I'm out. I'm not fucking getting shot for any of y'all. You ain't got no fucking VA, GI Bill. I'm not getting fucking, no one's gonna give me free back surgery for getting stomped on your behalf, bro. You fucking die gracefully would be my fucking opinion. Negotiate, homie. But understand, one of the most important reasons I bring this up is because it's a road that's hard to come back from. When you see countries that start descending into violence, shout out Ireland and my Irish friends. Yeah, you can say a lot of good things about the IRA. I have very little bad things to say about them when they were working. It is what it is. But the IRA started using violence to solve problems. And as those problems started solving themselves because certain issues were addressed and blah, 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 I won't get into the cultural history of Ireland further than to say, you see that the violence and the people that perpetrate it or are good at it, they still want to have that job because it's employment. Violence is a type of way to make money. And so you start seeing like different chunks of the IRA get involved in criminal activity and stuff, which is a disappointing waste of the reputation of the industry. You know what I mean? But like that happens. And if we start going down that path in America, which is very likely going to be the case here in the next few years, if shit doesn't change rapidly, it's going to be very hard. You will see a lot of cheering for terrorists, right? Like if Mangione did do it, Shayla, he's a terrorist. That's what terrorism is. Sometimes if the terrorists are on your side, you're like, that's kind of fucking cool that happened. Very dope. Throw more tea in the river, all the way up in the bay. Fuck the redcoats, but not the British children. I throw to toss the comic and stream chat if you want to shout out Marine. Remind me tomorrow, and I'll give you a shout out. But I gotta wrap this up because I'm 2 hours over. But once it starts, it's going to be hard to stop. So there's going to be a rash of violence. If it pops off that way, you're going to see violence a lot. It's going to seem like it never ends. And this is just what happens. It's a historical thing, country to country to country. And it will more than likely benefit somebody. There's going to be a side that violence is the other. And it'll be a return to normalcy, or it'll be a road to revolution, or maybe a descent to hell. Who the fuck knows? But once you arrive there on the other side of it, inevitably what you have is a generation or a sub-generation of people who are going to be trained up in violence that they can no longer do because the rules that they use to engage in it, in the situations that they use to justify it, may be rectified or changed. And then you'll have to deal with that aftermath. So don't think that you're going to have some revolutionaries show up if there's a bunch of not Luigi Mangione copycats that you're going to have to be like, damn, well, I thought they were all good, but now I see that maybe they all weren't. So never forget, violence is violence, and violent people do violent things, and they can do them to you, even if they're on your side. Keep that in mind before you start cheering everybody on. Not to say don't, but just keep it in mind. And also laugh at security people that work for rich people and then get clipped on their behalf and get nothing for it. That is actually funny because everyone that's worked in security knows that's what's coming. Dude, if you get shot for a midnight security job, that's on you, buddy. That, you know why they gave you a gun? So you have something to throw down when you surrender. That's it. Don't be a fucking hero, okay? Don't be a hero for a fucking corporate paycheck, especially. Don't work for those companies and don't expect them to take care of you. If you take a bullet for a guy that denies people healthcare and you get your healthcare denied, you will become a actual famous person for how stupid you look.
Hope you enjoyed